least I did.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. This is Dr. J, Professor Spike, streaming live from Long Island, New York. Rainy Long Island,
Yes.
New York. It
Longer than Face
rained, it
Island.
poured, and on Wall Street, it didn't do any better.
Nope.
It wasn't like it was a terrible day today, but it sure wasn't a good day. The best you could say is, I didn't lose too much today.
Right? I didn't lose as much as I lost last month.
I didn't lose as much as I sometimes lose, or usually lose. And yeah, I think Wall Street temporarily is not dominating the headlines because of all what's going on with the Supreme Court and controversial ruling with Roe versus Wade. But not that we're going to get into
the
that.
January 6th committee finding some really real
January
there.
6th. No, very little talk about Russia, Ukraine. Very little talk about inflation at this point or recession. The big talk.
Do you think Putin watches the news and when he realizes we're distracted, that's when he sends the missiles?
I don't know. But he is doing better, apparently. Russia's doing better.
Tell those people who live in that apartment building in Kiev.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, let's see who's here today. Tim is here today. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, boring day for my. Yeah, I think that summarizes it. Yeah, that's a good.
It was pretty boring.
Yeah, mop bucket. And let's see, salutations back and forth. Laura's with us today. I asked for Laura.
Cousin Laura.
I asked Heath, where's Laura? And she shows up today. See that? EVFM, hormone-free contraceptive.
Worth looking at.
Hi, Laura. See advertisement on TV for it a lot. Okay. LPTX. Bo is asking for LPTX. Why not? We have nine others. We'll make it an even 10. Okay. So let's get started quickly so we have time to do them all. I wanted to tell that math riddle that I gave my 8-year-old grandson over yesterday, but if we have time, I'll do it.
Okay.
You're not going to give it away.
Right? Excellent brain tease. You got to get rid of Bo Radley's.
You're not going to give it away, the riddle,
of course
right?
Not.
You won't tell.
Nope.
All right.
No.
All right.
Some other time we could do the let's make a deal one.
Yeah, Alexis just joined the group. Welcome, Alexis. All right, so here we have the spiders, and I should do did I do the full?
No, we got to go through the overall.
Full screen is better, right?
There we go.
Okay.
Faces.
Yeah.
We want to go through the markets first, or did you want to go straight to SP?
Well, I have this on the screen already. I'm not going to talk about it for long anyway, because what we did today is a yawn, as best described by
Tim.
Yeah, because we made a new high, a higher high than yesterday, and then it gave back a little bit on the day. Really unchanged essentially. So now after hours we're up, flat on the day for the spiders. I think we're targeting 400 before it decides what it's going to do. Will it continue on up to this level up here at about 418? The next band of resistance. Or will it revert back after touching 401 and challenge the lows one more time? I don't know. I must confess, I don't know. But it does look like 401 is the first test. And let's go on to, I'm not going to dwell on that, because we've dwelled on it many times in the past. The question is, Robinhood, will they be bought? FTX apparently is after them, and if one company wants them, there'll be another one. So I see.
Well, that's Maybe that's the good news that we were sort of expecting in January when people were putting it on their lists.
Yes, Jake had it way too early on his list.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he had it on his Christmas
Right.
shopping list.
Couldn't you tell me this $40 ago?
He had it as under his Christmas tree when actually I
Yeah,
think
he had it under his Christmas tree.
it should be under the Labor Day tree or
It should
something.
be in an Easter egg.
Maybe. So let's see. It looks like it bottomed back here at whatever the lows were, 680, whatever. And 1099 would be the trading range, top end of the trading range it's been in for the last 3 months or so. So at the very minimum, an offer would be probably $11, but more likely would jump to the higher trading range up here that it was in 3 months earlier for also for a period of 3 months with a high of about 1649. So my guess is if this gets bought, you're looking at 1650, something like that, as a buyout target. Now, if others come in with the bidding, it could get interesting. So that's how I see it. But right now, FTX, they're looking for bargains, maybe even $11 offer, which would probably be rejected. So that's why we're down after hours, because Wall Street is saying the odds are it ain't going to happen.
You know, a lot of these jackals are coming in with these really low levels and these really crappy bids.
Yeah, and companies are
Funny. I don't know
rejecting.
how seriously could we be taking this in terms of M&A if nobody's giving like decent prices.
Well, they want the bargains just like we do.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't we want to buy the depressed stocks? They want to buy the depressed companies at a bargain price, not at the pre-pandemic level, but at the
Right.
pandemic levels.
Yes. No, you can't blame them. Doesn't mean you
I
can't
mean,
complain about it.
it was $8, and what did we say? $8 and change just a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
No, 680. So $11 offer is almost double the low, right? If you look at it that way.
For those people who bought the bottom.
It seems like a low ball offer if that's what it is, $11. But
right.
Hey,
Hey, look, you're right. They might say yes. You never know.
Yeah.
Right. And Tim's
we don't know how much trouble Robinhood is actually in. Maybe they're in a lot of trouble with crypto,
right.
Cryptocurrencies like Tether disappearing, right? Luna,
True.
Tether, I don't even know what these stable coins, whatever they were. That was a crisis. And look at the price of Bitcoin today, a further collapse, I think, right? And Ethereum, the two Cadillacs and Teslas of crypto, both collapsing.
Right.
Ethereum and Bitcoin.
Yeah, right there. Ethereum has done what?
So Hood could be in a little bit of trouble along with Coin. Coin is even in worse shape because they're like 100%.
Oh my God, yeah.
They're a 100% crypto play. And it's dangerous even, I think, having a lot of money being held by Coin, because if they go belly up, what happens to that money? Is crypto?
It's not FDIC insured, certainly.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is crypto FDIC insured? I don't think so.
Certainly not. That's the whole point behind it.
Yeah. So you're taking your risk if they go belly up that they honor their commitments. So you got to be careful.
Their commitments first to their shareholders.
Got to be careful.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. What else did I have? I had AABB. I know I had.
Oh yeah,
because that was one of the few.
Yeah, well, that is actually a little bit strange to me. If Coin and all these other guys are getting creamed, why would this guy?
Well, they announced a dividend, which is shocking. A dividend. The CEO was talking about announcing a dividend a year ago. And I thought it was just talk, but now it seems like it's going to happen. He didn't say how much. He said there'll be 2 dividends. I don't even know what that means, 2 dividends. You mean
On an
like,
8-cent stock?
does that mean every 6 months? I don't know what that means.
Right.
But also the amount could be just like 0.1% or something. I don't know.
Right.
There's no announcement as to what the amount is. But let me ask you this: if a company is giving a dividend, does that imply they have positive earnings?
Either that or cash that they don't know what to do with.
Well, the cash seems to be the CEO's cash. He put up a lot of money of his own.
Right.
All right, I'm just happy it went up.
It shows for a small company. It shows a massive lack of creativity to be giving the money back to the shareholders instead of investing in another place.
Yeah, it's almost unheard of for a penny stock to give a dividend.
Right.
In fact, it is unheard of. I've never heard of it. But yet, Wall Street liked it. They didn't say dividend. That's crazy. I'm going to go.
Maybe they're acting like a real boy.
Yeah, they're acting like a real boy. Okay, so that's AABB gave a dividend. We came right up to the support resistance line. Basically what was support, now resistance. If it closes above this 840 level, then we're looking at 10 and a quarter, 1029 is the next level of resistance. So it could have another couple of pennies left, right now on this as a follow through to today's run. But eventually, it probably will give it back, or at least half of it back, to the middle of this green candle. Because what's next? What's the next catalyst? Wall Street wants to know. They're never happy with the old news. They want new news to.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, the only thing I could think of in terms of the whole crypto play would be if more and more countries that actually have solvency decide to move their standards to it, which is not very likely, or if they actually discover a really efficient way to not use so much energy to build the chain, build those data miners. If that could happen, then then people could say, all right, this thing is not wasteful, not burning more coal than it's worth.
I hope crypto doesn't go away when the data miners stay, because otherwise Nvidia is going to take a big hit. They sell their chips to the data miners.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, the thing is, again, well, and if Nvidia says that they could do it without using so many fossil fuels, that would be good news also.
That's true. Okay.
That's what we're looking for in this industry, some sort of efficiency.
So AABB, I'm happy about the move, but I think if it pops to 10 and a quarter, it might be prudent to take a little off the table. Maybe. Who knows with these penny stocks? They could run. It could run back to 25 cents. It would shock me, but it wouldn't shock me that much.
Right.
I'd be mildly shocked. How's that?
Okay.
Mildly shocked, not completely shocked.
You would be surprised. You would be surprised, but not shocked.
Yes, that's correct. Athesis, anytime it goes up, I'm surprised. So today it was up a whole penny, which amounts to 4%. Nice move. I'm scared to say that we've actually bottomed here. Made a bottom. Hopefully we did. Mm-hmm. The bottom would be 18 cents, but more recently the low of 23 cents is looking to be a bottom, near-term bottom anyway. The question is, what happens with respect to the reverse split? It has to come, I keep saying this, repeat myself. It has to come at the same time as an announcement for a partner that will fund the clinical trial going forward. then the reverse split will actually not hurt them, and only then. And maybe they won't even need it. They could put it in their pocket and cancel it or something. Because if you get a partner like Glaxo or Pfizer, somebody big name bio, it will rock and roll over $1 just from that
Yeah, that's
alone.
what members of our audience are hoping for.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm one of the members of
Yeah,
the audience.
exactly. I mean, they're
Let's
mentioning that.
hope.
They're mentioning that in their comments right now.
Yeah, I'm one of them. We're certainly one of them. It's 41 cents seems to be the nut to crack on the upside there. So we're pretty much like in a trading range, I think, right now, from 23 cents to 41 cents. And we're at the low end of the trading range. But come the end of July, when the annual meeting is held, if that reverse split is approved and there's no news, look out below. So then it's every man for himself, every man, woman, and child for themselves.
Right.
I mentioned the Novus today because they had a patent, international patent approved that gave it a shot in the arm, at least a little shot in the arm. Went up 93 pennies, they 8%. That's significant, actually,
Right.
based on a patent. And that the patent has nice implications, but it's just a patent. It's not a drug. I mean, it's a patent involving the drug that they already have, but still, it's just a patent. And I can't get too excited about patents. What normally happens is it pops and then it goes right back down the next day from patent news, if that's the only catalyst. And we're looking at this nice trading range here between 14 and 9, I guess, 850. 850 to 14, we're looking at a trading range that takes us well, way back,
Yeah.
roughly to February, pretty much the whole year that it's been trading in this 14 to 850 trading range. So we're heading towards a higher end of it. A close above the 100 would be nice. We closed above the 50 for the first time Friday. And now, are we closing above the 100? No, I think it's very close. I don't know. Let's see. Uh, the close was 1220 to 100, 1213. So we did close above the 100. Nice little move for a Novus, but like I said, I don't have much faith in a catalyst that involves just a patent. I find bio needs more than that. It's good for a day, as a rule. Of course, I might take the opportunity on a pullback to the 50 to add. The 50 is at, where's the 50? 1053. So if it pulls back to that level, I might add a little more to my Novus because I like a Novus. I like it anyway. Beam and Lit and Snow are the others. Beam, Lit, and Snow. And then
Give me a
what
couple
was the one?
requests if we have time.
What was the request? Let's do that before I forget.
Well, we have EVFM, LPTX. Somebody was asking about what
LPTX,
your opinion was on Tesla.
LPTX came first, right? Leap
We have
Therapeutics.
EVFM.
Yeah, we've looked at this one in the past, but a while ago. And gee, like so many other bios, it's just collapsed. It's pretty horrible how it's collapsed. It's coming back, like so many bios. I don't know the news. I don't know the fundamentals, but we put in a solid bottom, double bottom here, and we tested it as well. So we have established a firm bottom at 92 pennies, at least for considering the price level, it seems fairly firm. And look at this double top. So we're trading between a double bottom and a double top. It's a really spooky trading range, reinforced on both sides, nailed in on both sides. Wow, $1.40 high, and today $1.3950. Let it close above this $1.40, so it could make a
Yeah,
run,
we'll talk.
make a run to new levels, like up here.
At least the 50 would be nice.
Yeah, close above that $1.40, and it could run almost to $2 without any problem. But it has to close above $1.40. That's the rub, because it doesn't look easy. Nothing is easy. We got to watch this one. I don't know who asked for it, but you got to watch this one. Close above $1.40 might be worth jumping in or adding or whatever. So I would.
LBCX was Bo Radley.
Okay, Bo. Yeah, in my opinion, a close above $1.40 shows a lot. It means a lot to this stock. All right. I also had.
EVFM for cousin Laura.
Okay. This is the one that has some kind of contraception.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
$1.07.
God, this looks so nice, doesn't it?
After hours, $1.13 with a 187% jump. I guess because it must be in play because of some relationship to the Supreme Court decision. I'm not sure what the tie-in is, but it obviously is tied in with that. I think that seems reasonable to me. Again, I'd have to think about how and why, but Laura probably knows the answer.
And somebody else asked your opinion on Tesla, whether or not that's changed at all.
All right, I'll look at Tesla. But right now, you're bumping up against that 50 again. Close above the 50 would be very meaningful to confirm this jump. You need another green candle to confirm this jump. Otherwise, you might expect it to pull back a little on whatever news caused it to jump. It may not be sustainable. It might pull back to this level at the low end of this candle at about 60 cents. So this one could be sliced almost in half, possibly, unless you get a confirmation candle tomorrow with a close above the 50 being $1.26. So you want to close above $1.26 before you can feel somewhat confident that it has legs. What else did we have? That's about it. Well, we got time for one more. Beam.
You were going to do. I'm sorry. Beam
Beam.
And LTI some of the in place. So you might as well talk about Tesla at that point.
Oh, Tesla. All right, I'll do Beam and Tesla. Beam continues to show an upward bias with a slightly higher high today than yesterday, a slightly higher close. I think the gene editing stocks are still in play on Wall Street. So if we continue to get a rally, I think we can expect more out of Beam, Intellia, Editas, and CRISPR. So I'm going to link them all together. The chart looks fine. I think we took this high out at 44.36. Did we take that out? Today's high was 44.06, just missed. I would like to take these highs out, but there's a bunch of them in succession pretty much. So as long as it keeps making new highs, I think you'll have you could have some problems, But I think the real problem comes in here at the 100 at about $49. That would be the real piece, the pièce de resistance. Tesla to end the show.
Yep.
Okay. Very
That's
iffy
enough for
candle.
you.
A very iffy candle today, right? Tried
Mm.
to go higher, made another daily high, but gave back, and
The S&P did exactly this.
it's similar, but a smaller candle. This is relative to the other candle sizes, a little bigger than what the S&P did. But yes, it's similar to what the S&P did. I'm not going to read too much into it. I think the big resistance comes up here, right at this high of 792. So if we get there, 792 would be a place to maybe take some profits, I would think, or cut down your size of your position or something like that. Maybe even a little lower at the exactly at the 50, which is 785.57. Around there is where you get the tough sledding. I think we can go higher short term. Okay, so that does it. Another day of charting, another day, another dollar. What happened to Miso?
Another day, another heartache. I don't
Miso
know what happened.
collapsed. Miso, I think, collapsed. Is that what it did?
Well,
I'm just going to say
it's coming back a little bit on after hours.
they had all. I noticed all kinds of lawsuits with Miso.
Wonderful. And I'm still
It's
holding that
having,
from like a million years ago.
it's having a going down party.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
it's
well,
basing.
maybe I'll
You're
try to
right.
get my stock share.
You're right. It's
Or my
basing.
certificate.
You'll probably get a postcard from one of the law firms asking if you want to
Yeah,
sue them.
right.
It's basing at 237. It has based right where it closed. So I mean, if you want to own this looks like on the chart not a bad spot, because if it goes down 10%, 5%, you just get out. You know, if it goes down a dime, you're out. You take a little
Right.
loss. If you just hit it right and it starts to go up, you could probably cash out at least at 261 is not that exciting. But you might be able to cash out at higher levels. Want to gamble, but why bother? There's so many other
Well,
more
this is
interesting.
as far as I'm concerned, this is just one of the lines I ignore on my
Yeah.
statement.
All right. So that's it for today. Thanks everyone for coming. Mark, Tim, Jiggly. I don't know where Jiggly is. Laura, everybody, and adios until mañana. Right?
Hasta.
Mañana. Hasta luego.
Hasta
Ciao.
cuando.
Ciao.